I am a playwright and performer, and I have a show coming up at Joe's Pub called Oso Fabuloso and the Barebacks. I came up with the idea for Oso Fabuloso because I was in a really toxic relationship with somebody, and I needed to get it out. And the way that I get out all of my aggressions and almost as therapy is by writing about it. But I didn't want to write a show that was dark and depressing. I wanted to write a show that examined sort of queer joy and how you can overcome by just embracing who you are. When we initially wrote the musical, we saw it as a concert musical performance, something that we could take on the road with us, and we have taken it on the road. When we wrote it about 7, 8 years ago, we did it for a festival in Long Island City. We took it to Portland, Oregon. We've gone on the road a little bit with it, and then it sort of didn't have a life and was revived once Intar Theater was looking for something to put on during COVID outdoors. So we did it outside on 52nd in Hell's Kitchen. And since we've developed it even further, for me, I see it as a television show. It could eventually become a television show with each song being an episode. So I would love to expand what it would look like on screen. There is absolutely a Latine playwriting world. I'm a mentor for the Latinx Playwriting Circle, which mentors new Latine playwrights and sort of helps them break into the industry and understand how we can work our magic on stage. I'm really committed to writing Latine queer stories. The bareback characters were just, I felt like there needed to be two other characters that were confidants for Oso Fabuloso other than his therapist. That sort of is the therapist is the angel and maybe the barebacks are the devil on his shoulder. And the two actors who are playing the barebacks, Gummy and Grizz, which is Joe Distel and Vasilios Leon, are former students of mine. I teach theater at Queensborough Community College, and I call them my queer children. They even call me dad sometimes. So it's been really wonderful to have them as my confidants in the show because there was already a chemistry and a history between us. So I'm really thankful for them. At the time I was writing the play, I was going through therapy and I was really struck by the intimacy. And I wondered, how can you take that intimacy and queer the narrative and make that intimacy more spectacular, more queer, more fantastic? That's what I'm really interested in seeing on stage, things that you wouldn't see in everyday life. So that was really influenced. I was influenced by the therapy that I was in when I was writing the scenes with Dr. Calvo, my therapist, played by PK Variants. My hope is that after people see this show, that they count on their own resilience and they are inspired to create their own rock star, to realize that everything that they need to get through any particularly rough time is within them, their own inner rock star. I just took my own inner rock star and I created a persona and put it on stage. So I want people to feel invigorated. I want people to feel happy. I want people to feel the joy of who they are and celebrate as if we were in our own personal fucking rock concert.